Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Have you ever wondered how the price of something is set? Ideally, a business would want to charge the highest price to get the highest possible profit, but at the same time, the consumers would like to get the same product at the cheapest price. So how do they come to a consensus? Today, I'm going to unravel this mystery behind pricing and explore the factors that influence it. So let's dive in. In markets that are highly competitive, meaning where there are many sellers and buyers of a specific good or service, the price of that product or service gets determined by a delicate dance between supply and demand. This dance is influenced by several key factors, but before we break them down, the economist in me wants to teach you a little bit more about demand and supply individually, and later I will look at the interaction to see how the prices are determined. In economics, we assume that people buy more of something when its price is lower. This negative or inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded is called the law of demand. This means the higher the price, the lower the demand is, and the lower the price, the higher the demand is for any normal good or service. Undeniably, a change in people's taste, income, and preferences can affect the demand for something, but we will assume that these other factors don't change, so we can only focus on the relationship between price and quantity demanded. Let me explain this with a simple example of the demand for bread. The prices are shown on the y-axis and the quantity that people are demanding is on the x-axis. If the price of one loaf of bread is $10, there is going to be very less demand for it. Let's say only 10 loaves of bread will be demanded. Once the price is lowered to $6, a few more people will be willing to buy it, so the quantity demanded increases to 20. And if the price is further lowered to $2, more people would be willing to buy it as more people can afford it. So the quantity demanded will increase to 40. So this is how we see the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Now let's look at the supply pattern. For a producer, if he gets a higher price for bread, he will be willing to make more bread and supply more of it. A higher price or reward encourages producers to supply more, and you can see this positive relation in this graph as an upward sloping supply curve. So the law of supply states that there is a positive relationship between the price of a good and quantity supplied, which means the higher the price, the more businesses or producers are willing to supply, and the lower the price, the less they would like to supply. So in this graph, we can see that at $2, producers are only willing to supply 10 loaves of bread. At $4, they are willing to supply 20 loaves, and at $10, they want to supply 40 loaves of bread. So now let's look at their interaction. Imagine a marketplace with buyers and sellers. On one side, we have demand, which represents the consumer's desire and ability to purchase a product. On the other hand, we have supply, which represents the quantity of that product available in the marketplace. Now, when we put both of them together in one graph, we will see how there is one price where both these curves meet. In economics, we call it an equilibrium point, where the price is just right for the producers, sellers, and the consumers. So you can see that this happens in point A, where demand and supply meet or cross each other. This price is set at $4 and the quantity demanded and supplied is 25 loaves of bread. Thus we saw no one individually impacted the price, but producers' supply and consumers' demand work together to set the price that makes everyone happy. Now, until now you understood how prices can influence how much people want to buy and produce. Now let's understand also how it works the other way around, meaning how much people demand and businesses supply can influence the prices as well. If there's more demand than supply for something, such as point B above, this will send a signal to the producers to increase the price from $2 to $6 because they understand that people are prepared to pay more to receive that good or service. In this case, there is an incentive for the producers to increase the price. If the price goes up to $6, some consumers will drop out as they won't be able to afford the bread now at $6. On the other hand, if there's more supply than demand, that's shown at point C, this is a signal to the producers to lower the price from $6 to $2 because
The price at $6 was too high and there was very limited number of people who were willing to buy it. Now some producers might drop out because they cannot cover their cost of production and that's why cannot reduce the price to $2, but that is okay. Over time, the price will keep moving upwards or downwards until it reaches a point where demand is equal to the supply, and in this graph, it happens at point A. If you're wondering about whether it's possible to plot these demand and supply curves in real life, the answer is yes. In economics, a graph is just a simple representation of economic principles or behavior that is observed. Economists survey people and collect data and plot that data using easy to understand graphs. However, not all products have the same responsiveness to changes in price. Some products are considered elastic, meaning that even a slight change in price leads to a significant change in demand. On the other hand, some products are inelastic, meaning that changes in price have very little impact on demand. In the demand and supply curves we looked at today, the slope could be steeper or flatter. In order to learn what decides how steep or flat demand or supply curve will be, we will have to look at another principle in economics called elasticity. I will cover that in my future videos.
Now let's look at the factors that influence pricing decisions. First, we have production cost. Businesses need to cover their cost to make a profit. If production costs increase, such as raw material prices or labor wages, the price of the final product may also increase. Competition is another factor. In a competitive market, multiple sellers are vying for the attention of buyers. This competition can drive prices down as businesses strive to attract customers with lower prices or added value. Market conditions also play a role. During periods of high demand, such as holidays or seasonal trends, prices may increase due to increased competition for limited supply. On the other hand, during economic downturns or recessions, prices may decrease as businesses try to stimulate demand. To summarize, the price of a product or service is influenced by the interaction of supply and demand factors. Other factors such as production cost, competition, and market conditions also play a role in determining prices. Understanding these dynamics help us make sense of this price puzzle. And that's my explanation of how prices are set. I hope you found this video insightful and gained a better understanding of this intriguing aspect of economics. If you have any questions or would like me to cover a specific topic in future, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more useful content. My name is Parul. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.